Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today we have more RPG goodness. We're talking Pathfinder NPC Core Pawn Box. Again, NPC standing for non-player character core pawn box. Of course, this is to be used with Pathfinder 2nd edition. Soldiers and spellcasters, criminals and courtiers, allies and villains, the vast variety of characters from Pathfinder NPC Core come alive on your tabletop with this collection of more than 350 creature pawns for use with the Pathfinder role-playing game or any type of tabletop fantasy RPG. Printed on sturdy cardstock, each double-sided pawn contains a beautifully full-color image of a creature from Pathfinder NPC Core. Populated primarily with highly useful characters like pirates, farmers, and innkeepers, these pawns also include non-human characters, elves, dwarves, lizard folk, and more. You'll even find pawns to represent troop NPCs, such as military units or town guards, placed on large pawns to show off their multi-character illustrations. Each pawn slots into a size-appropriate plastic base, making them easy to mix with traditional metal or plastic miniatures. The Pathfinder NPC Core Pawn Box is the best way to ensure you've got the perfect opponent on hand for every Pathfinder role-playing game counter. Again, here we have a copy of all the characters that are included in the box, from small, medium, large, and troop level characters. We've got, also includes 20 medium bases and 8 large bases. Retail value of this is $64.99. Again, this released in 2025. For more information, go to our good friends over at Paizo. So it's paizo.com/Pathfinder. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. As you guys know, I'm a huge Pathfinder and Starfinder fan, and I love Paizo and the wonderful pawns that they produce. So it's another box full of pawns to enhance our games. So we got, first off, we'll start with this. We've got ourselves a bag of bases. Anytime you have a bag of bases, there's one there. Just show you different size bases. So this is for a large creature, and this is for your small, medium, and large. This is for your extra large and for troop movement to show off the larger size of them. So there you have it. Again, NPCs. So some of you might be saying who are not role-playing people, they might be questioning, what are NPCs? So NPCs are non-player characters. So these are characters that you run into throughout your adventure. They may join your party, they may not join your party, but they give you information that helps your story to move along in progress. So they could be villains, they could be good guys, they could be bad guys. It could be a combination of both. You use them as you choose to use them in the game. So here we go. Right off the bat, we're going to see a bunch of different characters. And what I like about this right off the bat, again, you have multiples of some characters and you have only 1 or 2 of others, which is really cool. So like there, you have Archer Sentry. So these are guys who are watching from the walls. So you need a bunch of those. You have some pirates, you have assassins, you have astronomer, bandits. Then you have your smaller characters. You have some gnomes, some dwarves, goblins. Got some rats. Got some frogs. All kinds of cool stuff in here. So again, front and backs are identical. Again, they're beautifully centered. Again, pop right out, grab a base, and you have an apothecary ready to roll and service you right there. It's literally that simple to, how to put them together. So there's your first sheet right there. And again, how do we know that they're top quality? Put them right back in. Boom. You never knew you took it out of the holder. All right, so there's your first set. Here's your second set. These are beautifully centered, as you could tell here. Again, you're going to have some cutoff, like here, you're going to have some cutoff there, top of the axe right there. You have a little bit of the pole there, a little bit of its hand's going to come off, which is unfortunate, but it's just something that happens whenever you pick up some pawns. Over here, you got a commoner, guy just walking around. Again, so you have over 300, and again, front and backs are the same. So you have over 300 non-player characters to choose from here. Again, depending on what your adventure, you're going into a bar, you're going into, I should say, a tavern, you're going into someone's kingdom or whatever. It just shows the different type of characters that you might run into. And when that happens, honestly, the reality is, you're not going to become friends with every character that you run into. But if you want to propagate, or you want to put a lot of different, populate your adventures, these are just random people that you run into. Ooh, that one's really cool, the executioner. And, you find a dog, experienced hound, wander into place, join your team. Again, most of these characters here, like example, gendarme, Godcaller, Grand Inquisitor. So again, these are all just random characters that you could run into during your adventure. And why do I love pawns? Well, we often talk about this here on the channel, is the fact that, first off, to purchase 350 figures is an astronomical amount of money that you have to put out. That's number one. Some people love to paint, other people don't like to paint. So the reality is you can get a whole bunch of these kinds of figures here. Get 3 of these. You don't have to spend the money on the paints. You just pop them out and you're ready to roll on your adventure. Where on the other hand, you have your great pile of shame, which is a bunch of figures that you just never get the chance to paint up and use. So the reality is you got something that, instead of spending time painting, you're actually playing your games, which is always very, very cool. And then we have some other characters right here. Librarian. Got your martial arts student. Got a merchant, a messenger. Again, just people that you're going to run into while walking through a village. Musketeer, scientist, agriculturist. Then down here you're going to have more. You have palace guards that are walking. Pack leader, healer, a couple of pirates. Ooh, you got a plague doctor. Again, you don't really have. Again, these are not characters. They're going to give you specific names for them, because the reality is you might only meet them for their common folk, people that you're just going to run into during your adventure. Again, they could join you, but more than likely they will not. Subaquatic marauder, equestrian constable. So there you go. Get some more that's here. A Tengu bladesmith. A Tengu ink eater. Tomb raiders, bat, veteran noble, warden, warmonger, a zealot, Amadeus, a vigilante, and a constable. Now we get to the larger sizes. You got a juggernaut, warhorse, arrestor squadron, gang of bandits, a city guard squadron. So again, pop these out. It's a gang of people versus having and individual. There you go, so you can see the size differential. Okay. You can have combat. There it is right there. It tells you right there. If you got to take out that one person, take it on, they can. So let's continue going on. And you have more City Guard Squadron. You've got Conscript Squad, a deluded mob, a dwarf battalion, you've got again elf woodland scouts, a goblin get gang, halfling bill band. Gotta love those goblins. And halflings, we have here heavy cavalry. Again, the front and backs are identical. Heavy cavalry, Hell Knight Cavalry Brigade, Leshy Corn Leshy Throng, Hobgoblin Battalions, Leshy Corn Leshy Throng, Line Infantry, so if you want to do large battles, you can do that with this right here. Again, you got 5 per stand, and the reality is, if you had to spend money on paints, time painting each of them, you have mercenary band. Again, just saves you time and effort by using the pawns. Orc Skull Crushers, there you go. It's basically an orc warband. Phalanx Formation. Again, Phalanx Formation. Rancorous Priesthood. Watchmage Squadron. All right, so in the box you get a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 sheets of standees, ranging from individual characters, such as this one here, to whole groups of soldiers, of gangs, of different types of people. And that's everything that's included, and this concludes our unboxing of Pathfinder 2nd Edition NPC Core Box. Core Pawn Box. As always, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, you could always give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. You could also hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.